We have the Minnesota daycare scandal and the Somalis. There was a right-winger YouTube, Nick Shirley, decided to investigate the daycare centers in Minnesota to prove that the community there have been defrauding the U.S. government to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars. Others have jumped on this, some as smokescreens to be outwardly racist against large Somali communities that live there. But the discovery isn't new. It just seems to be aimed at the wrong people. Mass fraud had taken place previously, and perpetrators have been convicted of those crimes, namely Amy Bach, a snow bunny. Did Nick really find more fraud there, or was this just a cheap, dirty YouTube hit job instead?
Two of the childcare businesses in Minneapolis that were featured in the video, we were invited into one of them, and the owners say they feel targeted and maintain they did nothing wrong.
They opened 2 p.m. So when Nick Shirley was here, it was before that.
The commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Children, Youth, and Families responded to the video Monday, saying there were children present at the sites when they were visited. We looked up their licensing status with the state, and it's listed as being active. Our crews did see children going in and out of the building Tuesday. A parent says she's been a customer for several months. ABC Learning was another provider featured in the video. It was filled with children Tuesday. The owner got emotional while defending her business.
If I do something wrong, hold me accountable. I'm a human being. I can take my problem. But don't blame me something I have nothing to do with.
Save those tears. Save those tears.
I was
we
looking
all
at
know a grip when we see it. So one day they start lining up kids to go in, because it's not like you can't find kids to line them up. They all fucking out there. They got too many kids. Wow. So they all like, yo, we got to come over here to Learning Center. Oh, I'm sorry. Learning Center. What is it? They missed the end.
They fixed it.
Oh, yeah? Finally. How many years? Like, come on, man. It's in front of your face. It's in front of your face. You don't want to talk about gaslighting. The fraud.
It's already been investigated. This is an old story.
It's not an old. Well, yes, absolutely. So that's the best part about it. It's an old story. We had people indicted, charged, they're going to jail, whatever the case. Why is it still a thing? You mean to tell me, and they're finding fraud everywhere. They're finding tunes to billions of dollars. They're trying to just track some of the money. They're just trying to track some of it. And when you go to a daycare where everything's blacked out, or you're getting information, blah, 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 and they close the door in front of your face, or there are no kids around, that's a problem. I'm sorry, I'm a dad. What daycare starts at 2 o'clock? Oh, the after school program when school gets out at, like, no. It's bullshit. I say it's time for us to run up a bag, open up our own daycare, and get some of these M's, because they're getting millions. They're getting millions. It's time for us to do the same thing. Because if it's no problem, let's do the same thing. Let's find a little spot on LoopNet and get ourselves a building and make it a daycare.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, and I'm not gonna like what's it called? Like
sugarcoat
you and say that there's no fraud going on, but you have this guy show up to kids' establishments with a camera, and some of them were actually closed for the day. So it's like you make a story from a non-story. Like that particular, there were like 2 daycares he showed up to that were closed. They were scheduled to be closed that particular day.
I don't know that. I don't know. And nor do you. Where did you get that info? What I'm saying is Nick Shirley, you mean to tell me that these people didn't try to scope the place out before they did the story? The guy that he was with had all the information. He just put it on blast. The man that he was with had the numbers, had the state numbers, how many kids that they're allowed to have, what their payouts were, and they're all in the millions. And then when you go to these spots, who he's been casing it out for years, he's like, there's nobody there. There was nobody ever there.
So you trust Nick Shirley over ABC News, who
I'm sorry, but
big
media,
there's a bunch of kids there, and the actual daycares actually have kids.
Son, I will trust. First of all, you can't just trust anybody blindly, except for your loved ones. You gotta the benefit of the doubt.
You're trusting Nick Shirley blindly.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying to you is, we can do our own research, but when you look at the guy that's with him, that's been doing this for years, and he said, hey, listen, I got all this paperwork. I tried to file this. I've been to public, because they show them going to public councils, all those public hearings. They get no answers. They get no answer. Hey, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? Nothing. So you can't expect the mainstream media to be the ones to tell you what's going on because they have their bias. And when some YouTuber, if you will, makes us think about it, all of a sudden it's a problem. It's big. Clearly it's caught wind and everybody's concerned about it because it's an actual problem. It's something that could be proved and that they need to address it.
Could be. But when you say mainstream media, you said mainstream media.
Okay, so the big
you
people,
say this YouTuber and you didn't include that he might have a bias as well.
He might have a bias, but he's not big enough to go, oh, well, you know what? We're going to attack Somalians today in their daycares. He says, oh, somebody contacted me about fraud. Let me look into it. He's doing investigative journalism, which what a lot of people should be doing. CNN, instead of checking it out, they check him out. Are you true about the data that you're getting? How about, are you true about Russiagate? Because that turned out to be bullshit. And they were number one pushers, them and MSNBC. But we already know that's bullshit.
Oh man, you guys.
Oh, so okay, but you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about that. That's not what happened. Russiagate isn't a thing.
We aren't even talking about Russiagate.
What I'm saying is, you're talking about trust, right? Why can't you put a little trust in him that he's going to put the information out there correctly? You could vet it and make up your own opinions. But don't tell me that because it's coming from him,
but you didn't
he's a MAGA reporter,
you just believe in
that
the
all of
video.
a sudden what his content is suspect. It's not suspect.
Well, you know what? I think it's all suspect, but I am open to changing my opinion if somebody can show me anything better. Let's open up the phone lines and see what people have to say, because this was the biggest story I've seen since I've been gone. And I would love to hear what people got to say about it.
I think you hit the nail on the coffin earlier when you said that we're just on a new season of the world and we just have to wait and see what's going to happen.
Yep.
The Somali thing, it's kind of tough to say how I feel about it, but I think it's just another child news that Trump wanted to get on the headlines. I'm putting my tinfoil hat on here for this, but
okay.
He wanted to get it on the headlines just to get the Epstein bullshit off of his back a little bit. That, and I'm going to say something even crazier, but the white man's going extinct, so they're a little scared about that right now. You know, they're putting everybody but the white man on the media. They're trying to say black people are doing this, white Mexicans are doing that. Now Somalians are doing this, man. I think they're just trying to get them riled up against us and get us off the country as fast as possible before the number increases.
I love that the white man's going extinct. I don't know. I'm here in Spain and I see a lot of them. Gun to your head. Do you think the Somali community in Minnesota is scamming?
Who isn't scamming, man?
That's the point.
It might be.
Some
of them might be legitimate. Some of them might be scamming. But honestly, who isn't scamming? The United Healthcare CEO was caught doing Medicare fraud, but Mexicans are the ones that are getting backlash for that. Come on. Make it make sense.
Shout out
Make
to
it
you.
make
All
sense.
right. I hear you.
So I have a couple of thoughts. Like it's clear that there's like some fuck shit going on. And I think that Nick Shirley did a good job of like taking his time and going to each daycare center and like relax, hold on, and then showing that dude's research. But what I did not like is the way that he approached it, going up to these daycare centers and being like, hey, can I come in? Where are the kids? Yes. I think the purpose of the video was twofold. The number one, expose fraud, but number two, just try to like make it like hot button as possible I don't think he ever wanted a solution. I think he wanted it to be salacious. So like going in and being like, yeah, obviously like these are immigrants. They don't speak the best English. A lot of the time it was just a lot of misunderstandings between him and the immigrant and like the Somali person. But like just going in and being like, hey, where are the immigrants? Where are the immigrants? Or excuse me, where are the kids? Where are the kids? My Joe wants to do. And like never like took his time to actually understand what was going on. That's the one thing I didn't like. But it is clear.
David,
it is clear though.
There we go.
I don't know about that. I watched enough of the video to see that he walked in there and said, hey, I was looking to see if I could get my son enrolled, and they would close the door. It's like, then they would get into a confrontation and stuff. I don't think it was straight up.
With cameras asking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, like, come on. If you ran a daycare center and some random dude without a kid showed up with a camera being like, I want to see what's inside, you'd be like, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about?
Absolutely. However, at least I could get in the building and I can get a brochure and I can understand, oh, all right, I can hear activities, but you can't hear anything. Nothing's going on. They leave you on the front door. Come on.
Bro.
Yeah,
No.
it's clear. There's fraud going on.
There's
Don't get me wrong.
fraud going on.
I just think
Al.
I think the way he did it though was like too TMZ, like clickbaity.
But
though. That's my
don't
point.
you think, as being part of a YouTuber, doesn't he have to do stuff like that to promote his brand to actually make as much money as possible? If he's using YouTube as his platform, no.
Yeah,
Everybody's on YouTube. Everybody,
true.
everybody has their YouTube channels. They got these eye-popping thumbnails, the stupid titles. He's got to do this type of stuff. I got shit on you a little bit.
Yeah, ow. In order for him to make shit pop, you got to make it salacious. Like, that's true.
Yo, you kind of look like Miles a little bit. Just like a happy version of Miles.
Dude, I don't look like a fucking mayonnaise sandwich. Come on, man. I got a little more flavor than that, but I appreciate it.
So talk to me. How you feel about this Somali daycare situation?
Yeah, I lived in Minneapolis for a little bit, so I got some background. But nothing really. You guys have covered most of it. But one thing I want to ask you guys is: do you think that video has some racist undertones, or do you think him and his videos have racist undertones? Because I watched some of it. It's hard to clock him because he's a Mormon. But I just wanted to hear your thoughts on it.
It's hard to say because I don't feel like he targeted people because they're Black, but I do feel he targeted a specific community.
Because they're getting the bag.
There are white daycares that also were committing fraud that he didn't go to. So it's like,
yeah, absolutely. You watch this guy's other videos, like he'll go to Tokyo and there's like African scammers, and he'll be like, go back to Africa, and he says that in the videos to them.
Yeah.
So
like,
I just kind of funny. Yeah.
I think anybody, if you could read between the lines, like you see what he's trying to do. Like, and it's those types of characters like the Nick Fuentes of the world, like they know what they're doing.
Yeah. So anyway, but it is fuck shit. So
yeah, it is. But Lenny loves it. Lenny loves the fuck shit.
Listen, I love to expose what the fraud is. All I'm saying is, like I said again, I say we could do the same thing. Let's just rent a spot, say we're a daycare, and get this money. Tim Walz is giving it away.
Let's not talk about it live publicly on the show, motherfucker.
Why? Well, their fraud is on Front Street. Why can't mine be?
Yeah, that's true. Because
they got
white, so
the BMWs parked out front, the Land Rovers. They got all the gear. Let me get some of that. Why can't we do it?
Yeah, I'm in New York, guys. Hit me up. I'll be the fall guy. I'll talk to the cops.
Ben, well, we don't need a fall. Ben, we need you.
There's a black mild.
Yo, that's the blackest shit. I love Ben. Oh, Ben's my new favorite motherfucker right here.
You know, funny story. If you watch the movie Forrest Gump, if you watch the movie Forrest Gump, Lieutenant Dan smokes black and milds.
Really?
Lieutenant Dan is smoking black and milds?
So now you made it a white thing. Come on.
We came up with that. We started it.
No doubt.
It's like,
and just like a bunch of niggas, they followed.
Yeah.
But black and milds have a great smell. To this day, I love the smell of a black and mild. If you enjoyed that video, hit the like button or leave a comment below. It really helps me get the show out to more people. And if you'd like to call in on future episodes, head over to patreon.com/AMmornings. I'll see you there.